Hey, so how are you?
Good. What's going on?
Do you mind if I get your name and badge number?
I don't have a badge number. My name's Captain Tilka. I'm the supervisor here on site.
Back to work.
Go ahead.
Get back to work.
Listen to me.
I'm not listening to nothing.
Oh, just get out of here, Dad.
No.
A journalist exercising his First Amendment rights is confronted by overzealous security guards at a government building in Nashville. They try to shut him down, but instead, they get schooled on the Constitution. Watch as he stands his ground and holds them accountable.
Passport department over here.
Excuse me, sir.
Business licenses, services.
Can't be recording here.
Excuse me?
Can't record in here, so don't record.
Why can't I record in here?
You can't.
But why would that be?
First, take the camera off of it, because you can't record here, correct?
Why would that be? Every time you ask them why you can't record, they just say, "'Cause you just can't. Because I said so." Said every tyrant and dictator ever. Because I said so. Because you just can't. That doesn't sound like a real reason.
Hi.
Hey, how are you?
Can I help you?
No, I'm just taking some pictures and video.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And so,
Who are you?
my name is Brenda Wynn. I'm the Davidson County Clerk.
Oh, hi,
And I was
Brenda.
just trying to figure out who you are.
Oh, no, my name's Sean. I'm an independent journalist.
Okay.
Taking some pictures and video.
Independent journalist.
Journalist.
With.
Independent, meaning that I work for
Well,
myself.
unfortunately, I think sometimes now you're not with the sovereign citizens or anything like that, right?
I have no idea what that is.
Okay. Well, then I don't know that. Come on, let's go outside for a minute. Let's go talk.
Yeah, we could
I
talk.
don't know if I can let you videotape people if they don't know they're being taped.
What does that mean? That you have cameras, respectfully, Brenda, that you have cameras all over the building that you're taping everybody, right?
Well, I got cameras for our security.
Yeah.
Ours are
So,
security.
okay, so this is for my security. How about that, right?
Well, I'll let her be your security. I'll let her be your security. But here's
I'm
the
a
thing.
lot bigger there. I don't think
Oh,
that
come
she
on,
can protect
come
me.
on, come on. If you're not with the sovereign citizens, and
I don't know what is a sovereign citizen? What is that? Take a little walk with Brenda over here. Why not?
typically how journalists do is they call me and tell me they're coming, and they ask me if it's okay for them to come tape.
Oh yeah, no, I don't do that.
Yeah, you don't do that.
No, only because we have freedom of press in this country. That's why.
Okay. And again,
I don't need your permission. That's
typically how it's done here. Is that somebody calls me and says, we want to come over and we want to record. So, because I don't know whether these people want you recording them.
But like I said, they're being recorded no matter what.
Okay. All right.
And that's public recordings that anybody from a member of the public can get.
I don't know if that's true.
Yeah, they can
I
get.
mean, I'll call an attorney and ask an attorney. But-
Sure, yeah, that's fine.
Okay. All right.
That's fine.
So you won't
Do you work
tell
for the
me-
county or you?
You won't even tell me what.
You don't work for the
journalist
county. I said independent, so that means for myself. I work for myself.
yourself. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Well,
Are you a private security here, or do you work for the county,
you
ma'am?
don't have to answer. I don't mind.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you, guys.
No, I need you to come back. I need you to not do this.
What do you mean?
I need you to not go in and record.
I'm just.
Now,
I'm not a threat to anybody.
Let's call Metro Legal and ask them if it's appropriate. Because again, I don't know if it is.
Okay.
And
Well,
again, I know that there's some folks who just want to come in and here's the thing. You may be able to do this. I just want to get permission. Okay?
yeah.
All
Well,
right. Okay.
until you figure that out, I'm just gonna go about my business because I don't want to.
But are you conducting business here?
Yeah, I'm conducting business.
So what are you doing here?
That's correct. I'm working on a story. I told you I'm a journalist working on a story.
Okay. I'm gonna let you guys know.
What's going on, sir?
Hey, so how are you?
Good. What's going on?
Do you mind if I get your name and badge number?
I don't have a badge number. My name's Captain Tilka. I'm the supervisor here on site. How can I help you?
I really don't need any help. I'm just taking some pictures and video.
Sure. So actually, you can't be inside a government building filming at all.
Really?
Able to find out if they can.
You can't be in a government building filming at all.
Not at all, no, sir.
Wow.
Now, anywhere outside the building in the parking lot is perfectly acceptable.
Yeah.
Inside the government building, not at all.
Oh, okay. So I just don't understand why would that be? This is a public building, right?
She just explained that to you, and she asked you not to be
No, but I'm saying,
Or
is
you
this?
stand outside all you want.
No, I'm just asking the captain. Is this a public building?
I'm the
No,
boss.
it's not.
I'm his boss.
Right.
Oh,
I asked you to
okay.
step outside.
Okay, I'm just asking you. Is this a public building?
No, sir, it's a government building.
What would be the difference between government and public?
Anything you want it to be, sir.
That's
We've already explained to you a couple times.
That's not the case though. This is a public building. This is open to the public.
Well, I'd be happy to debate with you outside.
This is open to the public, sir. This is open to the public. If I
Were
can't,
were you asked to leave the building?
no one's asked me to leave the building.
I'll take care of it.
Somebody with authority would have to ask me to leave the building, which would be a public official.
Who
which
you
would
just
mean,
spoke to, which was Miss Wynn, who walked out here with the lady in
and she
gray.
did not. She said she was going to contact legal.
Okay.
Which is probably the smartest move because unlawfully trespassing somebody from a public building.
Well, first of all, if we're going to go into legal speak, let's use proper legal speak. Unlawful trespassing, trespassing in itself is unlawful, correct? Trespassing means you're somewhere you're not supposed to be. So to unlawfully trespass you is not what's happening, nor is that something that's possible.
Well, yeah, it's 100% unconstitutionally. There you go.
No, sir.
Unconstitutionally trespass me. There you go.
What is the definition of trespass?
To remove somebody from a building.
Incorrect, sir. Trespassing is to be on a site without permission.
Yeah, without permission. Correct.
Right.
Correct.
Just when I asked that you step outside, did you finish talking to Metro Legal?
Okay. Well, I would ask. I don't know what authority. Are
She's
you
the
law?
elected
Are
official.
you law enforcement here?
We are security for the
You're
building.
security guards, correct? Why wouldn't you ask questions? What does that? I'm answering questions. Am I not? I am.
I asked you to please step outside until she gets done.
I understand that this is a public building.
I understand that.
I'm just gonna. This is a public building, ma'am.
Go ahead.
Yeah, this is a pub. I'm not being. Am I being a disturbance of any
Yes.
kind? How? How?
You've been
How?
asked to leave the building.
Until she gets done making a phone call.
How? Okay, but I'm asking. You don't have authority to trespass me, do you? You don't. I believe law enforcement officers would have that authority.
Wait one.
I'm not being a disturbance. I'm not. I am not. I am not. I am. Yeah, she asked me. There's a difference between asking somebody, if you want to get into legal talk, like you just said.
Right.
There's a difference between asking somebody to leave the building and ordering them to leave the building. Asking me, I can politely decline, respectfully decline. If you're ordering me to leave a building by threat of arrest from a law enforcement officer, not a security officer, your job as a security officer is to observe and report. That's your job. Observe and report.
And she is our client. She asked for you to step outside. So
Yeah, but she's asking me something. She's asking me something that would violate my constitutional rights. I have a right to be.
Not to take people who are coming in and out the doors.
But there's there's a camera right behind you, right above your head. There's a camera. So I understand that. So why would the government have more rights to record me than the citizen? We have freedom of press in this country. I've explained to you that I'm a journalist.
I asked you to step outside.
I've explained to you.
Step outside.
I've explained. She asked me to step outside. She didn't. She asked me to step outside.
And
She
I'm
did
asking
not
you
tell
nicely
me.
also.
Okay. So, but you're not ordering me to. If she orders me to leave the building, I would be breaking the law by not leaving the building. But also, it would be a violation of my constitutional rights, which you would be a party to.
Everything you're saying.
No, but you're
I have
not.
to follow what
But
she
you're
asked.
not. But I'm trying to explain to you that this is unconstitutional. I have freedom of press. I'm a journalist. I'm just gathering
Do you have
content for a
credentials on you?
story. There is no such thing as journalist credentials, sir. What agency would create them?
There's nobody in the press issued a press pass.
Who are they issued it by?
People they work for, sir.
Oh, okay.
So
I
who-
work for myself.
So you're not a journalist. You're
Because-
just here filming.
Because you're an independent journalist doesn't mean you're not a journalist. In the Constitution, it doesn't say you have freedom of press only if you work for MSNBC and CNN. It says that you have the freedom of press. And I'm just peacefully not raising my voice. I'm not using language. I'm not interrupting business. I'm not blocking anybody from conducting business. I'm not blocking anybody from conducting business here. I'm not making a scene. You asked me to walk over here to the lobby area. I complied with that to speak with you guys. I'm not blocking business. I'm not interrupting business. See, when you're in a public building and you trespass somebody from a public building, they would have to be disrupting business. Like if I'm in there making a scene, blocking people from getting services. I'm in a public lobby right now, and I'm just telling you that I'm here peacefully exercising my First Amendment right. That's all I'm doing here. I don't want to
I'm going
cause
to
a
correct
scene.
you real quick.
Yeah,
The word you're looking for is evict from the building. You cannot trespass somebody from the building.
for sure you can. Of course, that's
Trespass is an
evict
illegal
would be if I
presence.
lived here. That an eviction is if I lived here. I don't live here.
Sure.
I'm just
so
here.
then we can use the word eject.
I guess eject, but the
Because
legal.
trespass itself is illegal. So to say unlawfully trespass,
But
that
the
would be-
but
that
to
would be a
trespass me
double
from the building, that's you write a trespass warning. So you're not an officer, but you would write a trespass
We're
warning.
actually employed by the sheriff's office, sir.
Oh, okay.
DCSO. Yeah.
You're
so-
okay. So you,
Yeah.
but you don't have law
Thanks.
enforcement. You don't have law. I wasn't trying to belittle you or anything. I'm just
Sure.
trying to
Just
say.
make sure we watch what we say. It's fine.
Oh, I mean, I'm not saying anything wrong. I'm just telling you that you don't have authority over me. You're not law enforcement. You're a security officer, which your job is to observe and report.
It's
I'm
still
not
more
raising my
than that.
voice.
Right.
You're not raising your voice.
Right.
This is a conversation.
I'm just going to say if we're going to have legal speak, let's understand the legal speak that we're using.
Yeah, so it wouldn't be eject or evict. It would be I would be trespassed from the building.
It would
That's
be
the correct.
eject.
No,
Unfortunately, that's not the case, sir.
it is the case.
How can I help you, sir? Is it doing, are you doing a renewal? Yeah, it would be this one.
No, outside.
Oh, the line open side already?
Yeah.
Line
You have to
back.
go, the line is outside, please.
Okay, for
Thank you.
license, like license plate?
Yeah.
I think I'm being reasonable here. I'm not trying to cause a scene here. I'm not trying to interrupt business here at all. I was just taking pictures peacefully. Like when you saw me, I wasn't sticking my camera in anybody's face. I wasn't doing any of that.
Told you, asked you to step outside because these people don't know that you're recording. She asked you to say it was okay.
No, but I understand that the people she's concerned about the people in a public building. But the law states, we go back to the law. The courts have ruled that there's no expectation of privacy in public. So you have an expectation of privacy in like a bathroom or let's say your house, something like that. As soon as you come out into public,
Your license, tags?
there's no more expectation of privacy. You don't have an expectation of it. That's why the government can put cameras everywhere on the street. I actually have to do a open records request.
Hold on a second. I don't exactly know.
Ma'am, for part of my story that I'm working on, I have to do an.
Stop recording because I've asked you to stop recording. You have not.
But
had my
I just-
permission
I just
to
ex-
record.
I just explained to you.
Did not have my permission to record me.
I just
asked you to step
explained to
outside.
you.
Can you hang on just a minute? Step out there for a second.
I just explained to you that there's no expectation of privacy in public, ma'am.
I request you to stop.
But there's no expectation of privacy. I'm
So
not.
when did you get your law license?
I don't have a law license.
Well, good then.
I just
How do you know
understand
that
my
you're
rights.
right?
I just understand my rights, ma'am.
Well, my right is to ask you to stop recording.
You have a right to ask me. That's correct. You do. I have to do an open records request. You know, Tennessee has a law that says we have a right to open records, and that's why I was actually in the clerk's building. I'm trying to do an open records request for the salaries, and you know that's legitimate business.
It is. If you still have to wait a line.
Yeah, this is the line, correct?
No, the line's out there.
For the clerk's office?
Yes. It's that busy.
For open records?
All of it.
So what's this line for?
Tag renewals, titles, anything in the back. Correct?
Yeah.
Correct.
So open records request. Do you mind if I speak to the county clerk because she's the one that handles it? Okay, great.
You already spoke to her. She was the one that asked.
Yeah,
you to
no,
stop
I just- I
recording and
didn't-
wait outside.
yeah.
Which you refused to do about it.
No. She asked. Yeah, she asked me. She asked me. She asked me. That's correct.
You have your key card number to get into the control room.
Where is it?
He's on his way.
She said she was calling legal to figure it out. That's all. Well, how are you gonna? How would you force me to leave a building when we don't have confirmation yet from legal? I say, you know, I think reasonable. I'm in the lobby. I left. I'm not even in the office.
Outside.
I left the lobby. I'm
See,
not even in the
reasonable would be
office.
following the request of an elected official who asked you to wait inside until the issue was resolved, which you've refused to do, which is not reasonable.
No, I'm in the lobby. I left the clerk's
And
office.
She asked you to wait outside the building. We both have asked you to wait outside the building. Yep, here we are.
Are you
inside the building.
because the statute for trespassing, I know you said eject or whatever, but
Right.
there's no statute for eject.
No one's ejecting you.
So there's
Per
no
the elected official, she's asked you to wait outside the building until the
Okay,
issue
but
is
I want to
resolved.
make it, can you go to the elected official and ask her, is she ordered? Because the statute says I have to be ordered. I have to be told
Right,
to
but you're
leave the
telling us you're
building.
being reasonable. You were given a request, which
No,
you
I just want to make sure, just in case law enforcement gets involved, I need to make sure that this
sure
is.
they will.
Okay, just in case they do, I want to make sure we're clear here. if you're ordering me to leave the building, sir, if you're ordering me, or somebody who has authority, I don't think you do, but somebody,
elected official has asked you to step outside.
but she's not. I need to make sure that she's ordering me to leave the building. That she's telling me that she is trespassing me from this building.
Which is not a reasonable request.
How is that not reasonable, sir?
See,
because
you're trying,
my
you're
rights,
trying
my
to,
rights
right,
don't.
right.
I have a right.
Sure, you do.
It's not a privilege. It's a right.
But an elected official has asked you to.
And the elected officials work for the people. I am part of the people. She works for the people. She's a public servant.
Which at any point in time, she can tell you to get out. Now,
Yeah,
if
and
you-
then I would
if you
leave.
want her to
If she
work
told
with
me-
you-
if she
if
told
you
me to
want her
leave, I would
work
leave.
with you,
And
if
then
you
I would-
want her
and then
to
I would do
work
civil
with you, Since
litigation.
you say she works for you, you want her to continue to work for you and do the things you're claiming to do, then you need to be reasonable, which is step outside, which is you were requested by an elected official.
Okay.
To step outside till the issue is resolved.
Okay.
Clearly, she's not back. The issue is not resolved.
Well, I'm just.
So by refusing to do that,
I
would
think
you
I
say
think it's
that's
reasonable to
reasonable?
wait in the
I
lobby.
really don't care what you
I
think.
think it's, and I don't care what you think. Okay.
That's great.
So it doesn't matter what you think. You're not law enforcement. You have no authority over me. You know.
That's right.
Observe
I know.
and report. And
If you
then
say
you don't
so.
need to report it to me. So. I don't break the law. I think it's reasonable to wait in the lobby for her to get confirmation. The irony of the camera above their head. I'm sorry? Okay, great. Maybe we can get some clarification.
I think earlier they told me to show this to the front to just walk in. That's fine.
The irony that you have a camera above your heads right now is,
Really, you'll keep going.
I mean, I have freedom of speech.
No, and here's the thing, I just talked to legal, and they said typically you need a film permit to film, and we can help you get a film permit. Get one. But I have to keep an eye on what we're doing.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah, for commercial purposes, you would need a permit, but for journalist purposes, as far as news gathering, that's when you don't need a permit, and I'm sure that's what they know. But it's news gathering.
Okay, all right.
If you want to help me do an open records request, it'll help me get out of here quicker.
So what's your record, what you want to do?
I wanted to get the first, last name, salary, and the titles of all county employees for my story that I'm working on.
Okay, see, that's something you can find online.
You can get all that information
That
online.
information's online. The salaries are online.
Okay. Some cities, some counties and
And
cities, they're not.
It's not through the county clerk's office that you would get that. And I know that in some places you would.
Yeah.
But our office.
It varies state to state.
Well, see, our office only has responsibility for motor vehicle registration and renewals. We issue notary commissions, we issue marriage licenses, we issue business licenses, and we process passport applications. We don't have a whole lot to do with county records maintenance because this is a metropolitan form of government, and we have a metropolitan clerk.
Okay.
That's where your county records request would go to the metropolitan clerk's office. So let me
Okay.
direct you there to get
Sure.
what you need.
But I am within my rights to record it in a public building, correct?
Yeah. But,
Okay. I just wanted to make sure
okay.
of that.
But I was told that I just we needed to stay with it.
Sure. You guys can hang out.
Okay.
We can talk.
All right.
That's great. Anyway, you guys learned something today. Isn't that good? It's good for everybody. Good education.
All right, sir, we're going to stick you out with Sergeant Yeager. He'll make sure you stay in places you're allowed to be.
Oh, great. Isn't that great? Everywhere that's public. Everywhere that's public.
Good luck.
Sergeant Yeager.
Oh, brother, how you doing today?
Hey, how you doing?
Roger that.
You have a great day now. You take care.
Just doing a little coordinating.
Yeah, that's it.
How you like today?
Yeah.
First one, right, right.
Hey, can you is this your boss over here?
No, I'm his boss.
You're his boss?
I'm everybody's
You're
boss.
your sergeant,
No,
not my
I'm
boss.
a major.
Yes, sir.
You're major. He deserves a commendation because he knows our First Amendment rights.
Hey, brother, can you step and talk to me?
Yeah. No problem, man. No problem, man. No, but they were trying to, I'm being peaceful, man, and
That's cool. I mean,
they're like, hey, you don't have
as long
a,
as you're not just following somebody around and harassing them. That's the only
no,
issue,
that would be
we have a
harassment,
problem.
following people, trying to incite
No, like I
people.
said, you record. I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
I don't care First Amendment right. I understand.
Cool, man.
Um,
You're gonna be a crowd favorite.
So, what was the issue with the officers there today?
Yeah, nothing. I was in there and they just said, people, you can't record people because they have, a right to privacy. And I explained to them that, the minute you leave your house and the minute you're in a public setting, you don't have an expectation of privacy. That's why, and I thought it was pretty ironic that there's cameras everywhere and then you're telling me that they have right to privacy, but we're all being recorded. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, I mean, a lot of it's, cameras here, protection.
Oh, for sure. But those are public cameras, so that means you can get the footage.
Yeah, you can get the footage.
Yeah.
I mean, you're absolutely right. No,
Exactly.
I
So it just doesn't really make kind of sense. But, and I'm peaceful. I know there's people that film and they don't, they try and maybe.
No, like I said, I appreciate you coming up here talking to me.
No, yeah, for sure. I don't want to.
Cooperative.
Yeah, no, not a problem. I don't want to escalate the situation. I'm all about de-escalating. Let's calm down. Nobody wants to. I don't want my rights violated. I don't want to go to jail, lose my freedom.
No. I said I understand, but you gonna conduct any sort of business?
Yeah, I wanted to do an open records request, but I need to figure out exactly who do I go to for it.
Just need proper paperwork for it. Is that what they were asking?
Yeah, exactly. I think she was gonna let me know. The county clerk was gonna let me know. We're gonna let me know where I was supposed to go.
She's having a war with them right there. Did she say she'd get back right with you, man?
Yeah. That's fine.
Cool. You can tell her, hey, I'm gonna go see if she's getting you some paperwork or whatever, man. You cool with
Yeah,
that?
no problem, man. No problem. He must.
I don't know. Did you want paperwork?
Yeah. So, can you explain to me how would I go about doing the public records request?
All you do is you just email our Metropolitan Clerk, all the information that you want. But
Okay.
again, what I said to you, you can go online to Nashville.gov, and all the salaries are out
For
there.
every county employee.
For every county employee.
Okay.
It's out there.
Okay, that's great. I'm just gonna get a couple more pictures inside, and then.
Okay.
All right.
Now hold on a minute.
Okay.
We're trying to make sure we can keep people.
All right. Yeah, no problem.
You gonna make me?
De-escalation works wonders. It's probably why he's not a cop. Doesn't know how to de-escalate. He would actually be a great cop. The way he was trying to escalate, antagonize.
She's seen you back here, partner? She's seen you back here, brother?
Who?
County clerk?
Oh, no, I'm just taking some pictures and video. That's it, of this area.
So they've asked me to tag along with you?
Yeah, I mean, I can't stop you.
No, I got you.
Can't stop you. I'm going to submit a complaint against you, just so you know. That guy was being a real jerk.
So you just out doing one today? It's kind of, I get the whole, it's the audit thing, I mean, I understand.
Yeah. No, I just.
Kind of answers itself when you ask it, Yeah, as long as you don't go back into any unsecure areas, you're good.
Yeah. I wouldn't do that. Only public areas. Your name again was?
So,
Your name again?
Sergeant Yeager.
Sergeant Yeager?
Yep.
Thanks for being reasonable.
Yep, that's me.
Take care.
Yeah, go ahead.
Today's lesson: government buildings are public buildings, and freedom of the press is for everyone, not just mainstream media. Security tried to intimidate, but the law was on our side. Should security officers be better trained on constitutional rights? Let us know in the comments. A Houston police officer gets called out for slacking off behind a building while on duty. When confronted, his ego gets triggered, but he instantly regrets trying to intimidate the wrong guy. Watch as this First Amendment auditor refuses to back down and stands his ground.
I was just making sure you're all right over here, man.
Yeah, man, what's up?
I didn't know if there was some kind of crazy show happening.
No.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
I was seeing what you were doing.
All right.
Kaya? Kaya?
Yeah, what's up?
10359. Okay. I was just trying to figure out for what reason you were just parked behind this building. You know?
Yeah.
Is this like where you're stationed or?
Who are you?
Huh?
Who are you?
A concerned citizen.
All right, what are you concerning for?
There's an officer sitting behind a building doing nothing on his phone.
Okay.
And you're on duty.
All right.
So you're gonna get back to work, or are you just gonna sit back here and get away with doing nothing?
All right.
You don't know who I am?
No, I do not.
You should ask other officers about the guy in tie-dye that has dreadlocks.
Okay.
I'm really respectful
Okay, that's good.
to those that are respectful to me. I have no ill will. I have no weapons. Okay? But I just wanted to see for what reason, you know, you're sitting back here on duty, on your phone, doing absolutely nothing behind a building.
All right, man.
What are you doing? What are you doing back here, sir? I mean, all you gotta do is tell me I'm on a call, or
Yes,
are you avoiding working?
Listen, I was on a call, but now you're harassing me.
I can't harass you. You're a public employee. I'm a
Okay.
member of the public. I have the right to walk up to you and talk to you anytime I want.
All right, man.
Do you know the definition of harassment?
All right.
Sir, you're supposed to enforce the law. Harassment means that we've had a previous engagement. Do you not study the law at all? Did you just get the job to sit behind the building and do absolutely nothing? You weren't even doing a report when I walked up. You were on your phone. Sir, are you gonna go back to work? This isn't where you're supposed to be, you know it. When I contact your sergeant, do you think that he's gonna say you're supposed to be sitting behind this building for over 30 minutes on your phone? Because I've been watching from a distance. Is this what you're supposed to be doing, sir? And then you say I'm harassing you. You're accusing me of a crime when I'm only trying to hold you accountable, brother. Kaya, I'm trying to hold you accountable, brother. Here we go.
All right, what's your name?
I don't give my identification. 3802 states I only have to give my identification if I'm under arrest.
Okay.
So what am I under arrest for?
You're not under arrest? I didn't
Okay,
say
then
that.
I'm not going to give you my name.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So why'd you just get out of your car to think you're going to intimidate me?
So, what are you doing here?
I'm taking video of you not doing your job
Okay. How long are you gonna take the video?
until you get back to work.
All right, I'm in working right now.
No, you're not. You're out of your car trying to intimidate me.
All right.
Just because I'm trying to hold you accountable.
Let me tell you something.
Don't tell me nothing. Just get back to work.
Listen, who the hell are you telling me what to do?
I'm the boss. I'm the one that paid taxes to
All
pay
right.
your salary.
All right, my man. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
You're dismissed.
All right, my man. All right.
Yeah. You're dismissed.
All right.
Dismissed.
Do you know what today is? This?
My day. My day to embarrass you for not doing your job.
All right. What today is that?
Does it matter? You keep asking me questions and I don't answer questions.
I'm just. You know, you told me that you're concerning me right now, right?
I'm in concern of you.
Okay. Now I'm concerned your mental health.
Why? I'm going out to eat with my girlfriend. I saw a cop parked behind a building doing absolutely nothing.
Okay.
I was making sure you were okay. Now you want to say that you're worried about my health because I'm making sure
because you're kind of acting like weird.
I'm weird because I'm holding you accountable? It's not that I'm
You're not
acting
holding
weird.
anything accountable.
You're not.
I can sit wherever
It's not
I
that I'm
want.
acting weird. It's that I'm calling you out for not doing your job and you don't like it, and now you're triggered. Your ego is taking over.
Okay.
You're
All right.
egotistical. You have an ego
All right.
problem.
You done with that?
Ego.
All right. Are you done with that?
Are you done trying to intimidate me? Get back in your car. Leave me alone.
You cannot tell me what to do.
I have everything I need. I got video of you not doing your job. I'm going to turn it into your boss, and that's all I need.
All right. You can do it.
Okay,
Go
well,
ahead.
you're dismissed. Get back to work.
Go ahead.
Get back to work.
Listen to me.
I'm not listening to nothing.
All right. Just get out of here then.
No. You know the owner of this property?
Yeah. Who?
Did they ask me to leave? No. So you don't tell me to leave this property. It's not yours. Get back to work. You're dismissed. This is what I do for a living. You understand?
What do you do for a living?
What I'm doing right
Nothing?
now. What I'm doing right now.
Doing for nothing?
Calling you out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why you smile and walk away.
Yeah. Doing for
Oh, wait.
nothing.
Oh, no, you won't now because your ego. Look at you, dude. You're a child.
Listen to me.
Leave me alone. I'm not listening to you.
I'm not leaving you alone. Will you leave me alone?
I can't harass
the
you.
one.
You can harass me. You understand? You're a public servant. I'm not.
Just give me a second, all right?
No.
Okay.
I'm not going to give you nothing.
Okay. All right.
Get back to work.
All right.
Thank you. You're dismissed, sir.
All right.
This is car number 46017. I'm gonna go ahead and call this in, guys. Feel free to redress. You have the right to redress your government, and let them know how you feel about this, Officer Kaya. Thank you for joining me today. And oh, he's gonna call somebody. He's gonna call a sergeant. Call your sergeant and tell him Ninja's here. Tell him Ninja. Ninja. Get it right. Ninja. He didn't want to answer? Let your ego go, bro. Just get back to work. If you drive away, it's all over. Why are you so egotistical? Everybody also, at the end of this video, don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe. Ring that bell for future notifications. If you like to see tyrants like Kaya get caught sitting behind buildings, as you can see here, doing absolutely nothing. All right, Kaya. Hey, I got everything I need, man. You're sitting behind here doing absolutely nothing. I'm not going to keep wasting my time talking to a coward. So look yourself up. It's called News Now Ninja. You're going to be on YouTube tomorrow, okay? Right, you'll be a star.
All right, come on.
Yeah, you'll be a star.
All right, get off.
You get off. You tell me to go somewhere, I'm not going nowhere, coward. Not even your boss answered your phone. You get off. Why are you telling me to get off? You're not my boss. You get it? I'm off duty. You're on duty. You're supposed to be kind, courteous, and professional. Treat the public with respect next time, okay? Next time you meet me, do what's right. Thank you. Yeah, all right, all right. Yes, sir is right. Yeah, start your car and get on out of here. Go on. Get out of here and the video stops. I know you've seen YouTube videos of cops just like you. Just get out of here and it's over. Your ego won't let you. I'm gonna show you I'm a bigger man because I got everything I need, and I'm gonna walk away because you can't. Because you can't. Because you're a child, and everybody that's watching this video will see it, Kaya. Good luck in your future with the police department.
This officer learned today that the public is watching. He tried to intimidate but failed miserably. Should officers be held more accountable for wasting taxpayer money? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If there's one thing we've learned from this video, it's that knowledge is power. The more we educate ourselves, the harder it becomes for anyone to take advantage of us. So do your part, share this video, subscribe, and join us as we continue to expose the truth and stand up for our rights.